pilot defected with a MiG-25 Foxbat fighter jet. MiG-25 Russian fighter. The defection of Soviet pilot Viktor Belenko in 1976 revealed critical insights into the capabilities of the feared MiG-25 Foxbat, which he flew to Japan. The US and Japanese engineers found the Foxbat's performance vastly overestimated. What you need to know. The defection of Soviet pilot Viktor Belenko in 1976 revealed critical insights into the capabilities of the feared MiG-25 Foxbat, which he flew to Japan. The US and Japanese engineers found the Foxbat's performance vastly overestimated. Please subscribe and follow me. Though fast, the MiG-25 was heavy, fuel-inefficient, and limited in altitude and airspeed without risking engine failure. Originally designed to intercept high-flying bombers, it was unfit for modern low-level strategies. Belenko's defection influenced U.S. aircraft development, reinforcing the importance of the F-15 Eagle. The revelation of the MiG-25's limitations downgraded its myth and led the Soviet Union to begin exporting the Foxbat. The MiG-25 Foxbat. How a Soviet pilot's defection exposed a paper tiger. As the war in Ukraine grinds on, it's not without its share of drama. At the end of the summer in 2023, Ukrainian intelligence revealed that a Russian aviator piloting a Mi-8 had defected with his craft. Several months in the making, the escape culminated in a daring flight into Ukraine. As the pilot described it, "I realized that I was near the border. I relayed my location. I said, 'Let's try it, I'm not far away.' And, having made a final decision, I flew at an extremely low altitude in radio silence mode. No one understood what was going on with me at all." While this defection doesn't carry as much weight as the Say, an Su-37 or MiG-25, the Mi-8 has been in service for 5 decades, and a single utility helicopter is unlikely to turn the tide of the war, it is still a remarkable feat for the Ukrainian intelligence service, the GUR. It also brings to mind other pilots' defections, such as when Soviet Lieutenant Viktor Belenko flew his MiG-25 Foxbat to Japan. The MiG-25 defection. At the time of his defection, 1976, Belenko was stationed at Chugayevka Air Base in the Soviet Far East as part of the Air Defense Forces, a branch separate from the Soviet Air Force and arguably more prestigious. At the time, conditions at the air base were dismal, with poor facilities and morale. Belenko attempted to raise the issues with superiors but was essentially laughed off. Compounding his problem, his wife had grown tired of life as a military spouse and filed for divorce. Disillusioned with the Soviet system, Belenko decided to defect. Upon making his decision, Belenko simply had to wait until he was scheduled for a routine sortie out east with a full tank of gas. He thoughtfully brought along the training manual for the Foxbat, something that was strictly prohibited. As the flight concluded and his wingman headed home, Belenko turned and headed for Japanese airspace while gradually descending. As he closed in on the islands, he entered a precipitous dive, building airspeed to escape his pursuing squadron mates. Nearing the Japanese airspace, he began popping up to reveal his position on the radar and prevent the Japanese Self-Defense Forces JSDF from shooting him down. Cloudy weather and limitations of the F-4E Phantoms operated by the JSDF prevented them from locating Belenko to provide an escort. The same weather also worked against Belenko as he attempted to locate Chitose Air Base, the only airfield shown on his map of Hokkaido. Expecting to be escorted by JSDF fighters if he was unable to find it, he was dismayed to find himself alone. Compounding his problems, the Foxbat guzzled fuel at an alarming R. Pilot